Alright, now, I know what some of you are probably thinking out there. Yes, I am wearing all gray everything. Seriously, what am I doing? But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here about to play the Blitz The League 2 campaign. Alright, so now I gotta give out a little warning about this game. As some of you may know, this game is rated M for mature for blood and gore, strong language, suggestive themes, use of drugs, and lots of violence, including actually seeing bones break, which is very graphic. And if you are very squeamish, or you're just a really young person out there right now watching this video, I really suggest that you please stop watching, because again, I'm just trying to be a good influence, you know. I'm not, trying to force you to do anything, but all I'm saying is that this game does contain some graphic material. So if that's just not your style, if that's something you're really uncomfortable with, or you're just not allowed to watch, then just please stop watching, because I just don't want, your mind to be poisoned and stuff like that. As for the rest of you, welcome to this campaign. Again, leave me comments down below to let me know your player's name, jersey number, their position, and what face and body type your player wants. Those are the 5 key main elements that I want your player to have, so that way you yourself can also be a part of the team that we're about to create. Alright, so this campaign we are going to try and play on the hardest difficulty, which is, well, hard. But with the campaign, it's a little different. It goes from easy, then to medium, then to hard. So Division 3 is going to be easy, Division 2 is medium, and Division 1 is going to be hard. And that's with the 3 divisions that we had to lead our team into in order to win the Division 1 championship. So let's go ahead, go into a new campaign. Let's get started.
Battaglia levels the quarterback. It's a fumble. Riot football. Riot football. What was Coach thinking? 10 seconds left in a tie game, and the Nightmare cough up the football on their own 20.
Got this one in the bag, sunshine.
The quarterback is down. Looks like Battaglia may have ended his career. It wouldn't be the first time.
Quit your whining. You still have your other knee.
All right, let's do this!
You got the Sandman here up against the LA Riot, about to do something crazy on this field goal, try and block it.
Sandman got something special for you.
Oh boy.
Hot!
Right through the A gap or the B gap. Oh, it's a fumble. Get him. Boom, knocked his helmet off. Sandman's such a beast. Obviously still playing for the Nightmare, as from the last Blitz League campaign where our star guy actually injured Quinn Sands. Look at this guy, dragging him by his face mask and everything. And again, if you did not see the last Blitz League campaign that I did, I'll leave a playlist down below in the description, or you can click the I. So yeah, obviously the Nightmare wins 6-0. Wow. Very low scoring game in the rain.
Kid, you're gonna be huge. The first two-way player this league's ever seen. I've got every Fortune 500 company panting to get into bed with you, like horny bridesmaids at the wedding of the century. Do you really want to rock the boat? Okay, kid. We're fucking on.
Obviously, that's our agent with the franchise.
Commissioner, I wanted to introduce you to my new
Great to meet
client.
you, son. Boys, take a look at our next big star.
Big star? Try biggest star ever. He can play 6 different positions. He's a one-man walking franchise. Hey, you know what? That's his new nickname, franchise. Think of the marketing possibilities.
Franchise. I dig that.
Well, you'll certainly be the franchise player for the Riot. LA traded up to the #1 pick to take you.
I'm sorry, sir. I won't be able to play for LA.
Good one, son. Good one.
It's no joke. The only place I'm gonna be able to play is in my hometown.
You'll play for the team that drafts you.
I'm sorry about this, but my mind's made up.
You'll play where I tell you to.
Then he'll go play center field for New York. They just offered him $17 million a year for 7 years, guaranteed. That's the kind of athlete you're looking at here. Look, everybody knows you expanded your league too quickly. I mean, 6 teams in 5 years? Come on, now you're choking on it. And your so-called owners, they couldn't raise the money for those new teams, so you had to offer stock to the public. And now, you get a once-in-a-lifetime cash cow who could save your league. And all he's asking for is to play for his hometown team. So, I guess we're good here. Thank you all for coming. Today's a special day. My client needs little introduction. Most of you have been following his career as he smashed multiple collegiate records. Now he's poised to do the same in the league. So let's get the questions rolling. Folks, one at a time. You, yes, in the second row.
Scott Smith, League Tribune. How do you feel your presence on offense affects your teammates?
Okay, so obviously that was the cutscene that we just saw, and I am going to try and do my best to create the absolute perfect team and show you guys how that's actually done. So, according to this site, these are the questions that I need to answer. Again, I'll leave the link down below in the description. And so it's giving me basically the answers to the questions that we want to answer for the franchise. Now, the positions that I want to choose for the franchise for both offense and defense are obviously quarterback and linebacker. So let's go ahead and pick those positions.
I like to go out there and deliver good passes and let my playmakers do the work.
The man is a playmaker, pure and simple. Next question.
How does your play on defense elevate the performance of your team?
Obviously linebacker. And also, by the way, I just want to point out, the reason I'm holding my controller like this is because I have to put the charger right onto this controller because these are really old controllers, and if I put the controller down like way too much, then obviously it has to say please reconnect controller, so that's why I'm putting the charger with the Xbox controller. So if I put the controller down and it does say please reconnect controller, again I apologize, but let's go ahead, pick linebacker.
Well, short yardage pass in my territory is going to pay the price.
Jennifer Mendez, my readers are wondering, what did you do for fun in your youth?
Okay, you want to pick this question, does running from the cops count as fun? Yeah, that's the right one.
Does running from the cops count as fun?
Thanks. Did you play any other sports in college?
And as you can see, these questions actually help out the franchise's attributes. So question 4 is going to be track and field. Obviously, you want to build up the speed with your character.
Track and field was my second sport. That's how I worked on my speed.
Jeff Jones, Midwest One News. What's the thing most opponents don't realize about you?
We want to go with my hands are like flypaper.
My hands are like flypaper. Once I got the ball, I'm holding on to it.
They'll be learning soon enough, huh? Let's get someone who has not been called on yet. Yes, you.
What have you been focusing on in the off-season?
Doing the obstacle course with speed and agility.
Mostly I've been running the obstacle course.
If you had to give yourself a nickname, what would it be?
You want to go with the Freak? Yes, the Freak.
Don't ask me where this came from, but back in high school, they started calling me the Freak.
Can we quote you on that?
Which current player do you model your game after?
The ball hawk, Ezekiel Freeman.
I'm a total ball hawk, just like Ezekiel Freeman.
We're just about out of time here. Let's get in one final question. Here we go, right there.
What do you want people to say about you 5 years from now?
The jetpack, I believe. I think. I'm hoping this is right too, so let's do the jetpack.
5 years, I hope they be saying they need a jetpack to keep up with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for today, and I want to thank you all for coming, and I hope that you are as excited as I am about seeing him perform this coming season.
Alright. Guys, C plus overall, strong scrambler, superb playmaker. Alright, and the name for our franchise player, I'm going to call him Tupac. Okay, so that took me a little bit longer than expected. So here are some of our stars. We obviously got Tupac Jameson at quarterback and at linebacker. We got some of the older people that did some of the walkthroughs and suggested some players, along with some new people. So we got Chris Leon, our running back. He is going to be a monster. We also got my man Orion Mickens as well. At wide receiver, we got Max Styles. He's going to be a very hot commodity. We got my other guy, Talib King. Obviously, he fumbled the ball a lot in the last walkthrough, so hopefully he cleaned it up during the offseason. So we also got Charles Spire. So he's one of our newer people that will be on the team. Master Fat, obviously, the starting tight end, as well as right behind him, Cecile Steele. Jonathan Davis as a lineman. Damian Cowson, I know he wants to be a safety, but the safety position, I'm going to move him up also to back as a strong safety, because when we win, if we win the Division III championship, not to get ahead of myself, we actually end up getting to draft someone from Division III to come up with us to Division II. And I really want Ezekiel Freeman to be on this defense. So we also got my man Kelvin Perkins, aka Kelvin the Sixth Guy. Now, in terms of training, these are some of the assignments that I put towards your players. So making sure that I'm not training everyone right now because obviously we've got some more people coming onto the team, but in terms of training, I want to play up to our strengths. So I did speed for Tupac, and also the same thing for Chris, and resist injury. So obviously want to do the biggest strength. So wide receivers definitely go with hands, or just speed in general. And also for our right outside linebacker, don't touch that guy, at least not yet.
Pause.
In terms of juicing, this is going to be a little interesting. The best juice that you want to use is this one, Solston. I really can't pronounce the names correctly. Definitely stay away from these ones as it'll increase your team risk. So we're actually going to use a couple of the juices. Not go crazy with it, but definitely use juices like this because it'll increase the stamina loss to opponents by 50%. So definitely look out for these ones as well. I don't know, let's give it to Kelvin Perkins. Kelvin, you cheater. So obviously we got some steroids with us, and there are the upgrades that we will hopefully be able to get. So yeah, and those are the stats that the franchise is probably going to hold a lot of records with. So we're gonna try and break records. Definitely build up your rep, so that way you can get more endorsements and a lot of different types of equipment for your players. So that way their stamina can increase. So let's go ahead into our first game up against the Philadelphia Brawlers. So you must stay within 11 points at the final score to win bet. I would actually not bet here with this game because you want to get as much money and as much touchdowns as you can. So, man, an abysmal offense in Philadelphia sounds like another certain favorite Philadelphia team of mine that I really love to watch that also in real life has an abysmal offense, but a pretty solid defense. No, put that logo away. Actually, the person's play calling for this offense might actually be better than a certain coach in Philadelphia whose play calling actually cost my favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles, a couple of games this year.